He says
Oh.
OKT, OKT. But I didn't know that was now his homie at the time.
uh, we're live, guys. What's up? What's up, everybody?
Cracking.
What it do?
What episode is this?
44. We on episode 44. Can't believe it's already 44 episodes.
About pretty quick.
Y'all drinking?
Yeah.
Y'all,
Yep.
You
mine
drink?
are still getting cold in the freezer.
Cuando no?
I just got a fucking water.
That's it?
Yeah.
Bud Light?
Put it out.
hmm Water because I
water
got.
as water as in Bud Light?
Nah,
But ice.
those are good though, but nah, just some water for now.
I like your new little setup, Toño.
I know. I put these. Well, my wife was the one that knew how to put them up. Oh, she was the one that put them up for me.
Oh, hell no, don't say that on the line, fool.
Well, it's cause she be right here working, so I can't just
Oh,
come in, and do this shit. So she did it while she was like
uh,
on her break or some shit, and I would
oh,
just
okay.
come in here and help her a little bit when I would hear her, pues, when I would hear her like trying to do it
Uh-huh.
and shit. Yeah,
That's cool.
Like clean.
I was
I
gonna
like.
put some of my cards, but I don't have the stands to put them right here, like the stands to stand the cards. So I just put this.
No, I have a
But
lot.
anyways,
I'll give you some.
oh, you have some?
I have a lot.
Órale, órale. Next time I see you, I'll get some. But the weekend was nice for us. No, had a long weekend, Memorial Day. Hope everyone had a great Memorial weekend. Uh, Saturday, what you guys get into?
Mo, what you get into on
Shit,
Saturday?
well, my weekend started since Friday. I was off since Friday, and then on Friday I went with my wife to the Kendrick Lamar and Scissor concert.
Sick.
Did that Friday night. Fucking Saturday, you know. I think Saturday, I can't really remember. I think we just kicked it right here with the family, and I don't remember if we went out. I don't think we went out. I think we
How?
just chilled. I feel like I'm missing, but yeah, I think we just chilled. Sunday we celebrated my son's birthday. He turned 10, so we had a little something. Made some hamburgers and hot dogs from my dad's, and just chill. Monday, then Monday went to the Angel Yankee game, as many probably saw already. That shit was cracking. We lost, but it's always cool to be there and watch some sport, watch some baseball,
Watch some fights.
watch some fights. Yeah, I was not too far from those videos that have been going viral. Some Angel fans,
Yeah,
some Yankee fans. I think there's a Dodger fan involved as well. It was pretty lit. I didn't get to see much though. Everybody was standing up. Couldn't see too well. I just mostly saw the videos afterwards, the aftermath. I did see all the cops and security escorting some of these guys out, but that was about it.
Let me ask
those
you
are
this,
bros
big.
a lot.
Let me
Go
ask you
ahead.
this, Big Mo. Uh, which event was better, the Angels or watching the Angels, or the concert?
Oh nah, the concert,
Why? Because the Angels
the
lost, or
concert for sure. Nah, just it's different. I've been to many Angel games, like not just because they lost. I've been to a lot of Angel games, so concerts I don't go. It's probably barely my second concert,
for sure.
so So I think that's why I picked the concert. It show's cool though. Kendrick knows how to put on a show.
Yeah.
Well, according to you, the helmet nachos were the best thing there, no?
And I said that they're the best thing there,
The
and then
best
the
thing you
fight
On
was
buy.
the
that day.
most exciting thing.
The,
And the fight was the most exciting thing.
but on TikTok, some of the comments were saying, chorro for days after eating the
Oh yeah.
eating the helmet nachos. Yeah. I don't really read all of them,
Triple.
but some of them, because I just like them, and so I kind of see. But a lot of them have chorro and
What would you say
chorro
about
by
that?
the fourth inning.
Chorro or not?
Nah, hell no. I was
Nah.
straight as fuck.
Oh, all right, all right, all
Hell
right.
no.
Yeah.
What you do, Chinto, for your weekend?
Saturday, you know, uh, we were over there with the homies. We had a little reunion, you could say, I guess, because we haven't seen some of them in a while. We had a little reunion. You know, you were there too. The homie, all
Yeah,
the homies, shout out the homie Shadow, the homie Laz, my cousin Raul, the homie Steve, the homie Tuntun, the homie Luis, the homie Angel. Who else am I
the
missing?
homie Desma,
Desma,
Juan.
Juan Desma, and then you,
Uh,
and
I think that was it, right?
yeah, I think that and Adrian showed up
Oh,
for a little
and
bit.
Adrian.
He
Yeah,
showed up
Adrian
for a
showed
little
up
bit.
for a little bit.
So yeah, it was just it was pretty fun, you know. We got pretty litty.
Got pretty lady. I got so lit, I fucking ran home.
That's crazy. I
What
still
was it? I think
believe it.
my wife said it was like 5 miles or some shit like that.
Shit had to be more than that, bro.
Like 5 point something. I don't remember exactly, but
From Monroe, from Laz's house to your house is
from
more,
Doherty. Yeah.
yeah, from it's more than 5 miles, bro.
I think my wife said it was like 5 point something. I think 5.6 or something like that. Almost 7. I mean, almost 6.
Man, you must have been pretty litty. Well, I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
I was telling you guys that when I got home, I was already sober. I was already pretty sober
You
from all
sweat,
that jogging.
you
Yeah,
sweat all the alcohol. Dang.
and I grabbed me one. I grabbed me that one or two, I think, and then I fell asleep after that. But yeah, Sunday. Well, Sunday too. We were at Big Mo's celebrating his son's birthday. It was fun. Had some glizzies. Had a burger.
That was the fun part.
Yeah, the party was the fun part.
Oh, I think
Celebrating
you're
your
talking about the
son.
glizzies being the fun part.
Like you said,
Uh,
the food was the food was bomb, but the party was the lit. You know, was the most exciting. The party was
yeah.
exciting, but the food was the best thing there. No,
Well, let's get into some sports and what we want to get into first.
We're gonna get into the NBA. Well, hold on. We're gonna do our sponsor.
Oh yeah,
mm,
Um,
yeah or no?
we gotta
yeah,
shout out our
yeah.
sponsor, JLG Carpentry on Instagram at JLG Carpentry. He specializes in any woodwork, door framing, window installation, custom shelves, custom closets, anything to do with woodwork is your guy. Hit him up. Tell him Big Mo sent you. Once again at JLG Carpentry on Instagram. Go ahead and check out his work. He's been very busy, so hit him up.
Well, with that, let's get into some NBA. Some NBA playoffs. Yesterday we had the Pacers against Knicks. Knicks win. They're pretty much dominating the Knicks. They go up 3-1. So, give us your thoughts, Chinto. What you think about that game?
This last game or the whole series,
Yeah.
or
Whatever. Last game, whole series. What you think?
I
What's on
mean,
your mind about
uh,
that series?
I think it's over. Honestly, the series is over. Pacers, Pacers, been too much. Their fast pace for the Pacers, their high scoring style has been a little bit of a problem for the Knicks. I think the like there's just like the Knicks have a lot of weapons. Like they have a lot of how can I say this? A lot of they're versatile. The Knicks, they got a lot of big men. They got a lot of perimeter shooters. They got the point guard. So like they're a well-rounded team, all around. But like I think they're fast paced for the Pacers, which is probably up there in all season been up there. The fast pace, fast breaks. I think that's been the difference. I mean, I think it had those games have been high scoring, but obviously that's the tempo that favors the Pacers. So I mean, I think it's just I think the Pacers are just better team, more well rounded, and definitely the Pacers have more depth. So I think the series is over. Honestly, the Knicks might win next game, but that's it. It's not going past six. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. I think the Knicks win this next game, and then it goes to Game 6, and then that's it. Uh, but Halliburton, I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't know why they chose him as the most underrated player, man. That guy's playing like a superstar. Uh, moving on to you, Mo, for your thoughts. And let me ask you this: do you think Halliburton should be regarded as a superstar now that he's putting in work in this not just this series or not just this playoffs, but the whole season he's been putting in work?
Yeah, he's a superstar. That's one player I never really kept an eye on until he was voted the most underrated player or overrated player. Um, and I was confused on why. Like, why would they vote? I've never really heard him. You know how asking if he should be a superstar. I never really heard of him. Like I've said in many episodes before, though, don't really keep up too much with basketball. But I mean, you obviously hear the stars. You know who the superstars are, and yeah, his name should be involved with all the other superstars as well. Now watching him play, this dude plays with some swagger. Maybe that's why they don't like him. That's why they probably think he's overrated or whatever. He does play with a lot of swagger. He's confident out there. He's calm and relaxed. That dude, watching him play has been cool. It's been cool. It's been fun to watch him.
I forgot to
Yeah,
say, I forgot to say too, but yeah, he this past game. Speaking on Tyrese Halliburton, he was the first player ever in a playoff game with a triple double and zero turnovers.
yeah,
Zero
he put in
turnovers.
work. See,
So
see, and
32
that
points, 15 assists, 12 rebounds, and zero turnovers, bro.
see, and that's what also makes him a great player. Like, he's not just scoring points. He's assisting. He's not doing everything himself, and he has a talent around him, like it's not big names. It's not really big names besides the what's the center Miles.
Miles Turner, and they got Pascal Siakam, who's also
Uh,
been balling out.
Yeah, and see that Pascal Siakam's been consistent. He's good. He's a good player, but he's not like a big name player,
He's not a
like a
superstar. He's just
yeah.
he's a star, not a superstar. But
Yeah,
yeah,
see, and he has the shooters around him that are giving him the assists too. Like he's kicking it out, and then they're making the shots, which is what you need. They got
they're
depth.
they're a deep team. They're a deep team.
Yeah,
That's 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 their thing. Like they have a good starting five, and then they have a deep bench that they could go
Yeah.
to. So that's
Yeah.
kind of scary, for the league, for the I guess OKC, right? It's gonna be OKC. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not
Well, it's
over
looking
yet.
like it.
It's not over yet for the Pacers either. But I mean, we're already counting them in the playoffs. But I feel like they're gonna make it.
Yeah, and see, and then those are two fast-paced teams too. So if they do meet in the finals, which is looking like it, it's gonna be a great finals. Even though it's two small market teams, the fast-paced teams. There's gonna be a lot of points scored in those finals if they both do advance. But
And they're both young teams.
yeah, both young. But moving on to the OKC and OKC versus the hell am I
Timberwolves.
blanking out right? Versus Timberwolves. OKC's been dominating as well. They were up by like 33 at halftime today. What do you guys see? What do you see, Moses? What do you think about this series, this game?
Well, I forgot to mention in the other one, I was completely off because I had the Knicks, and so but moving on this one, I was also completely wrong because I had picked that man and the Wolves. I thought that man was gonna put up some numbers, and dude hasn't done shit. I mean, he's been that. I feel like he's been his average self, but he hasn't been dominant. Maybe slightly below his average self, getting stopped and I think that team is kind of using the excuse of Shea always getting to the line, not really want to play any defense, like. For me, at the end of the day, that's just all excuses. And this team didn't come out to play at all, any of these games, besides the only one that they won.
Maybe just some credit to the Pacers though. Maybe they're a superior team.
Okay, see, I mean,
Oh, you're talking about OKC already? My bad.
Yeah,
yeah, okay, seeing the
Oh, my
Wolves.
bad. Yeah, yeah. Nah, yeah. I mean, that series is over. I mean,
I mean OKC's not just playing offense; they're playing defense as well.
Yeah,
You
yeah, because
know,
they're locking up Edwards.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
everyone has.
Everybody's saying Edwards hasn't been producing. Edwards not taking too many shots all throughout the series, right? I feel like, well, I mean,
Hmm.
the OKC got the best perimeter defenders around. I mean, he's being guarded by Lou Dort, which was a first defensive player, all team first defense. Then they switch around. They could switch around with Shea, SGA, Caruso, and the other dude I forgot his name, Williams, I think. So like
Yeah,
those are
well,
four solid
Hmm.
ass defenders to throw at Ant Man, bro. Like Ant Man's not gonna do much with four different players, four different solid ass defenders guarding him. Like it's too much. And I think that I feel like that's all it's been coming down to is just like he's just being guarded by four different dogs.
yeah. And let me say this. Our homie, he sent us a Twitter post of Skip Bayless. I'm guessing it was the real Skip Bayless page, right? He said that don't forget that the
Yeah,
Timberwolves beat the Lakers in five. But when Rudy Gobert is scoring 30 points on the team, like like that's bad for the other team, for the Lakers. But right here, he can't even go through Chet Holmgren or Hardenstein. Like like these are the games where you need to step up. The Lakers didn't have a center, which I'm not making excuses for the Lakers, but here now that he's facing some centers,
It's
like
out of a
he don't
matchup.
yeah, he can't do shit. And even Ant-Man, he got 19 points. Like you should be having like 30, 40 points. You got to step it up.
It's like I said
I
though.
think the last game he only had like 16.
Yeah,
It's like I, s-
16.
it's like I said though. Okay, he can have one or two bad games, bro, but throughout the whole series, I mean, give some credit where it's due. give OKC their credit. They're on the defensive
Yeah,
end, you know.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're not just playing offense; they're playing defense as well. You know,
Hmm.
and I think OKC just hungry. You know, like they got all these young talent. You know, hungry. Chet Holmgren, Shea. Whether he gets to the free throw line a lot or not, he's still a baller. You know, and to me, honestly, like I said, I don't like that style of play where they're looking for the foul, but it's not their fault. The refs are the ones that call it. You know. So if you're gonna get the free throws, why not? You know, why not use that to your advantage? It's almost like how we were talking about the tush push. You know, you can't get rid of it if someone can use it and you can't stop it. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but how do like you just said that OKC is hungry? I mean, isn't the Timberwolves hungry? Like they haven't won a championship either. Ant Man,
Yeah, but
Anthony Edwards, he's a young player. I know he's hungry as hell. You know, like let's just call it like it is. The OKC is a far superior team.
yeah, they are. They got more talent,
Like
or
like
well,
like
more
like
depth. But
I'm not gonna sit here and say that the Wolves lost the series. No, OKC took it. You know, oh, the Wolves they like there's a reason why they're struggling because OKC locked up Julius Randle first of all. Now Julius Randle hasn't done anything in this series. He killed the Lakers. Why? Because Lakers had no big men. Over here, you got Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, you know, guarding him, and then Ant Man, like which everybody's been criticizing him, you know, questioning his leadership, whatever. But I mean, it's just that like let's give some credit to the OKC defense too. You know,
yeah,
they had a game plan, and that was to stop Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle, and I think it worked. Well, obviously it
if you
worked. I
stop,
mean, they're on the
if
verge
you
of
stop
making it.
them to, if you stop them to, you got nobody else. I mean, who else on
Exactly.
there can
I
really
mean,
shoot the ball,
I mean,
or at
Rudy.
least score?
You tell me Rudy Gobert is an offensive powerhouse? I don't think so.
Hell no, Rudy Gobert was overpaid. I think.
I mean,
Like,
he
yeah,
did.
he was a big man. He's a good big man, but to me, he was overpaid. I don't think he was worth that much. But I mean, I'm not an NFL. I'm not a NBA owner or scout or whatever. Manager or whatever. To understand it. But just
Yeah,
from what I've seen, Gobert, obviously he did what he did against the Lakers. He had that 30-point game. Well, Lakers didn't have no big man, but
well,
that's my thoughts.
he has three defensive player of the year awards though. I think that helps too. And him getting paid
Yeah,
for this.
yeah, I guess so. Yep.
But what's the score right now? The live score.
83, 122.
So how many minutes
2 minutes left.
in the fourth?
So, yeah, in the fourth.
Oh, it's yeah. OKC going heading to the finals.
Yeah, okay. See, it's
OKC
over.
they're looking
How many
strong.
minutes left?
2 minutes. 153 now.
Oh,
150.
that's all right.
Wow. Yeah. We're moving on. What we moving on to next, Mo?
The fans want to know you guys' unbiased opinion. Worst fan base, the Knicks or the Lakers? Oh, before we move on to MLB, the Knicks or the Lakers, who's the worst fan base?
Obviously, as a Laker fan, I'm gonna say New York Knicks, bro. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that guy, that Pacer fan that was in New York? He didn't even come out of the game. He was just walking back home, I think, from work or something, or from somewhere, from watching the game somewhere,
Uh-huh.
I
and
saw
there
that.
and they were throwing trash bags at him and all this shit.
Yeah, they
And
were hounding him. They were hounding him, bro. They were throwing shit at him and talking like yelling in his face and the dude
yeah,
like he's like, dude, I'm just trying to walk away. Like I'm just trying to go home or whatever. And they
yeah,
other Knicks fans were like just bashing him and talking smack and this dude looked scared, honestly. He looked scared. Like it looked like he was fearing for his life. Honestly, I mean,
I'm sure. I mean, who wouldn't be at that point? But Halliburton did fly him out, and he was there at the game
yeah,
yesterday. He was in the suite and everything, I believe. If he wasn't, then he was courtside. But I know Halliburton flew him into the game, flew him in for the game.
damn. But besides the Lakers and Knicks fans are being the wildest ones, I don't. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna say the Lakers like you said, but like I feel like there's another other fan bases too that are annoying. Warriors, Golden State Warriors.
For me,
The Warriors are
for
bandwagon.
me, I would have to say, yeah. Well, for me, if I had to choose between them two, just because Stephen A. Smith is a Knicks fan, I'm gonna have to go with the Knicks, being the most annoying fans, having the worst fan base.
I'm sure it's probably not just because he's a Knicks fan; it's because something else. But which
Let
I don't want to bring up right now.
me turn the light down to the dark.
No, well, that's what he's saying because he
No, I
knows
know.
a Cowboy hater.
Yeah, he a cowboy hater. That's why. It's all good though. It's all good.
All
No,
right,
yeah,
but next next on the agenda, I don't know. Somebody wrote down the Angels are taking 20 steps back. I don't know who made our rundown, but I don't agree with that. 20 steps back. Um, to start the season, Sports Illustrated projected the Angels at 64-98 to start the season. Well, I mean, this was obviously before the season started. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say.
but that's
Sports
what they
Illustrated
expected.
had the Angels for the for this season to start to end at 64-98. Um, or no, I'm tripping. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Damn, I'm trying to find the real stats. Now it's saying now that I'm reading it, it's saying 64 to 68 games. I'm trying to find the projected, but the point is, well, see, they're predicted to have the worst record in the AL West, so they're predicted to come out last in the division regardless. I can't find the number. I can't find. Oh, yeah, it is. Well, see, it is 64-98. So they were projected to be last place. So I mean, I don't get how just because we had our 8-9 game winning streak, all of a sudden now that we're losing a couple more games and we're below 500, all of a sudden um like we're taking 20 steps back now. I mean, with this team, I don't think anybody expected them to come out the West, or even I know I've been saying I'm still hopeful they make a wild card spot, but that's just me being an Angel fan. Of course, I want to see my team in the playoffs. I haven't seen them in years, but I mean, in a way, they're just living up to the expectations. So I mean, it's fun. It's a fun team to watch. You just never know. They're young. They're young. Like I mean, look at the Orioles last year. Young team, young talent, made the playoffs, and look where they're at now. They had to fire the manager, um, on not too long ago. But I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know what you guys think.
And I think the only reason we're saying that is because all the Angels fans jumped up and started saying like, "Oh, we beat the Dodgers, we World Series, this blah blah blah." We're gonna make the play, blah blah. And I mean, like we've been saying it
Um,
for long. It's a sprint, not a marathon. Like,
yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
You mean
this the
it's a you
honest
mean
truth.
it's a
Lots of Angel
marathon, not a
fans.
sprint?
my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
The
Thanks for that.
honest truth. Lots of Angel fans. That is our World Series. Like being able to sweep the Dodgers. That's what we. It's sad to say, but that's what we see. That's what we enjoy.
It's a
being
big
able to
rivalry.
say that
That's why.
we swept the. It's just more bragging rights out here, like it's just off
I
of
get that.
bragging rights.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. But then, like, a lot of Angel fans started coming out saying, like, "Oh yeah, we're back, we're back." We're making the playoffs.
Hmm.
We World Series bound. You know, like, not,
Uh-huh.
I just don't see that honestly.
I don't know about World Series bound, but I mean, with the way the division is, I mean, it's still anything can happen. The way I see
For
it,
sure.
because as of right now, the Angels. We're talking about the Angels, and they're 5.5 back. Like that's not so many games. They're not crazy behind the Mariners, and they're not in last place either. We got the Oakland A's in last place. They're 25-29 right now. They're losing currently to the Yankees 1-0. I think it's the fourth, fifth inning already. I mean, 5.5, and we're here talking, and it's pretty much the end of May already. I mean, they're
I hear you guys are still in there.
like I say all the time, they just cannot get on these losing streaks. Now we lose tonight, we're gonna end up on a what it would be 5 game losing streak
So you guys had a 7-game winning
after we
streak, and
had
now
just
going
won eight
to
or nine in a row.
8 or 9.
So it's
Okay,
pretty much
well,
like you guys.
Yeah.
All right, it's cool. You guys should have won 9 and then lost maybe like 3, but not like 6 or 7, right?
For me, I don't even care about winning 9 in a row. For me, just win the series. Win 2 games, lose one. Win 2 games, lose one. As long as you're winning the series, you're always gonna stay above 500.
we'll stay more consistent. You got to stay more consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, but
But I mean, well, I mean, it happens with every team. They have their slumps, just like the Dodgers. They had their slump. They lost today. They were winning. They should have won that
it's
game.
not
And
the
that
same. Though.
that
It's not
that
the.
what?
It's not the same. It's not the same.
What you mean?
Yeah, this Angel team slump lasts for a
He's
cool minute.
That's what you
Yeah,
guys.
the Angels like your guys' slump. Your guys' slump is probably like losing a series or two, and
Mhm.
you guys get back on track. We lose 3, 4 series in a row, and then we get back on track. You guys only lose one series, and it's looking bad. Everyone wants to talk just because it's a $1 billion team.
It's high expectations.
High
Hmm.
expectations, but at the end of the day, like it's not the same because look at the records. The Dodgers are still obvious. I mean, besides the whole $1 million whatever, but that's what he's saying though. Like they get on these long ass losing streaks. Like yeah, they won 9, but they still get on these long losing streaks or whatever it may be. And I feel
Hmm.
like the Dodgers don't. I, like what was the most I've seen the Dodgers lose in a row is probably like 3 or 4 this season. Well, like 3.
No, I think they
Ain't
lost like 5. No, because when they got swept by the Angels, and then we lost to the Arizona Diamondbacks too. I think after that.
nah 4. Okay, 4 because we beat them the second game. So maybe
Mm.
like 4. Like and right now the Angels are currently on a 5 game or
Yeah,
they're
well, they lose. Well, currently 4. They're
okay,
losing right now 1-0. It could be 5. Well,
5.
one stat that I found was crazy was, and I think this is the major difference, as well. Talking about slumps, and not only slumps, getting down into pitching and offense. Obviously, the Dodgers have one of the best offenses in baseball, if not the best. But a stat I saw today: most runs allowed per game by the MLB teams. At top, we got the Rockies, A's, Marlins, Orioles, Diamondbacks, Nationals. At seventh, you got the Angels with 279. Below the Angels, you got the Red Sox. Right below the Red Sox, you got the Dodgers in ninth. Out of 32 teams, the Dodgers gave up 249 runs. So they're up there in the top 10 games per runs allowed per the games. And I mean runs allowed in so far in all the games they played or whatever. But so that means they're pitching. We know their injuries and whatever, but at least the offense picks these guys up compared to the Angels. that we know for so many years never had the pitching, and not only don't we have the pitching, we don't have the offense to win those games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, your starting rotation is not too bad. I mean, like Anderson's been pitching pretty decent, right?
Yeah,
Moses.
he's
You
been solid.
The starting rotation
you
ain't.
got you got Kikuchi, the pitching right now. I mean, he's not bad. He only got 1 run, right? But I
Um,
do understand once they come out, maybe your bullpen not good, but like you said, you're hitting. I guess you're hitting like how you say you guys hit bombs, but it's like a 1 run bomb, and so you guys aren't producing a
a
lot of
solo
runs.
shot.
Yeah, solo shots, but yeah, the Dodgers do have depth. They have way too much depth. But yeah, we have a lot of our pitching injury, and which is probably why we are in the top 10 of most runs allowed. Right? That's what you said.
Yeah, well, yeah, but this is
Yeah.
I see it. Look, the Dodgers are up. They're leading the division with all these pitchers being injured. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's part of the game. I get it, but it's still facts. Like at the end of the day, look, the Dodgers are still in first place with all these injuries, bro. Now imagine if they can come back in late August or early August, you know,
Stay
late August,
healthy.
and then stay healthy. Like I mean, damn, I don't like. That's all I'm saying. Like the talent disparity is clear as day. You know, that's the. I mean, I don't know what else to say. You know, like I mean, I get it though. Like you're an Angel fan, you know. Obviously, you're gonna root for the Angels. I'm not mad at that. You know, I'm just saying like I just don't think the Angels got what it takes to. I said it last week. Like, cause you told me, oh, that was it. This is remember you were saying Moses. That's the end of the Angels.
Hmm.
They're not gonna get on these bad streaks no more. And I was like, I don't
Yeah.
see it, bro. Honestly, I don't see it. Like, yeah, you guys swept us. You guys did, and that was cool. But I mean, I just that's what I'm saying. Like, I still don't see the if I go and see look at the Angels lineup and pitchers, their whole roster. It doesn't scream like, oh yeah, they're making the playoffs to me. That's just my opinion, bro.
Hmm.
It's my honest
Well,
opinion.
But let me say this: as a fan, this team, regardless of where they at right now and how many losses versus wins they have,
Yeah,
it's always been fun to watch because, like I said, there is no expectations. Our expectation, like I said, was to end up in last place. So any win we could get is fun. Yeah, it was fun sweeping the Dodgers, and it's been fun series against the Yankees. They've been yesterday was a one. We lost by 1 run. Right now we're down by 1 run. The first game, I don't know if you consider that close, 5-1. It's not too close, but it's not too bad. It's right there. We didn't give up crazy amount of runs. We didn't score enough runs. We got one solo shot to start the game. We had a leadoff home run by Zach Neto to start the game. After that, that was nothing. We didn't do nothing. We didn't produce. But these games have been fun as a fan. Me as a fan, I love seeing this team, young
yeah,
talent,
for
all
sure.
all around. Like they're not superstars, but a lot of young talent.
For sure.
Now, get into the business part. If I was a GM owner, this all I mean, I know this all started years ago, but this all started back in what would it be in 22 or 23 when they didn't trade away Shohei Ohtani. Imagine how many prospects we could have picked up. Um, we could have fixed up our pitching rotation. We could have got probably like two, three good solid pitchers, prospects, and that's where I think it all started. And and um and not only that, I saw that they had offers from multiple teams. One young talented player that could have had 22 years of age, Jackson Morrell from the
Padres.
Padres. Uh, right now, his batting average is 330. He's not a home run hitter, but he gets on base, and that's what we need, somebody to get on base because we have the home run team. So who knows who else would have came in that package? But we would have had a great package for Shohei Ohtani. I don't know, like you see it in the dude's face. He doesn't want to be with your team. You see he's frustrated. You see he doesn't obviously he doesn't like losing. And I don't know. It all started then for me. I was one to say trade him because I knew what I needed. We knew what we needed. We needed pitching. We were not gonna get what's good to have this player here in our team if we're not gonna win any games. Like okay, like I said, as a fan, it's cool seeing this young team, whatever. But as an owner, you don't want to see your team lose. You don't want to see your seats empty. You want fans to come into your ballpark, get some stars, get some
But
get some
but
talent, start winning
but
some games.
who's the most profitable player in the MLB?
Well, Tani now because he came to the Dodgers probably, and they're winning
Yeah,
games. With that's
Oh,
what Moses is saying. With the
Otani got
Angels, he
the
wasn't winning no games, so they weren't bringing in no fans.
Otani got the Japan crowd.
Yeah, he does. But when he was with the Angels, was he getting the I mean, I know there was Japanese fans there, but was there as much as there is with the Dodgers now? Because he's winning games. He's actually winning games now. He's not frustrated. He seems happy, like how Moses was saying. With the Angels, he seemed
mm,
frustrated. And even me, if I were to be an Angels fan and I see Otani frustrated, like he don't want to be there, I wouldn't want him there either. You know why we want him? He's just gonna
yeah.
be
And like
bad
I
for the
said, it had
for
nothing
the
to
for
be.
the ball
It had
for
nothing to
the.
do.
He was
It
just
had
gonna be bad right there
to
in the
do with
locker room.
being.
You know,
Go ahead, go ahead.
he was just gonna be bad in the locker room. Like with his bad attitude. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, and it had nothing about to do with being profitable. Yeah, people, you got the Japanese crowd going, but that's just the Japanese crowd. No hate on, no offense on, the Japanese crowd. But they're there to see Otani. They're not there to see the Angels win. All
Hmm.
the rest of the fans, they're not gonna show up if a lot of like who care less if Otani's on your team if you ain't winning games. I'll see him if he's with the team. I'll see him when I see him. He's gonna
Nah,
be with the team.
only
So,
reason.
so I mean, that's what I mean. Him being profitable, I mean, that has nothing to do with him not being happy. I would. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say he wasn't going to stay with the team. You're not keeping him there. You're gonna have to sign him for big bucks. You're not going to get any more players. You're just going to have a great player there and just keep on losing ball games. So, as an owner, if I was the owner GM, I would have traded him when I had the chance and picked up a lot of players. But it's too late to talk about the past. What we got to talk about right now is the present and the way to fix this team. Maybe a lot of Angel fans don't agree with me, but we got two rising stars. Zach Neto's being talked about a lot. Logan O'Hoppe is another. I feel like he's one of the top 10, whatever list you want to put him at, catchers in the MLB, but doesn't get recognized enough for the team that he's on. Same thing as Zach Neto. I saw a post today. Who said this shit? I'll find it real quick. Give me a quick second. Um, I saw a post today that I sent to a big Volpe fan. Let me find it. It said it says he's turned himself into a top 5 shortstop in the game, no question. That's Mark DeRosa on Zach Neto. And so you got these young stars. As much as I love to see this team, if I was as a fan, like I said, but if I'm an owner, these young talents, Neto, O'Hoppe, maybe Odell, Taylor Ward, he just won AL Player of the Week. You got 3 hot talents, and it's time to fix this farm system because your farm system is currently in the MLB. Your farm system is currently in the MLB because you have no farm system, and these players are turning it up. These players are young. they're from like 24 to 25. I think the oldest one's probably 26. I don't even think they're 26 though, but these players are young and you could get a lot of prospects for these guys. And I think it's time to. I mean, it's time to sell. We're sellers, and we just need to fix our farm system. It's never gonna get fixed when all these guys are already up here in the major leagues. And another thing I forgot to mention was not only that, yeah, 1 year like I said, we don't focus enough on our pitching, but whoever's doing the scouting needs to be gone as well, because back in 2021, I was hyped because the Angels drafted 20 pitchers. They used the whole 2021 draft to draft nothing but 20 pitchers. Out of those 20, two made it to the MLB, and both of them are currently in the IL. Three of them been traded. There's 0 right now in AAA. In AA, there's 5 of them. And A plus, there's 1, and 1 still in single A. There's still 1 in single A. You got 4 that are just injured, 2 that got a release. 1 of them retired, and 1 of them was unsigned. So whoever's doing the scouting too needs to go. Out of those 20 players, you're gonna tell me only 2 made it to the bigs, and they're not even stars.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
time to
hard to make it to the
dismantle this
league, though.
team.
It's hard to make it to the league, though. I
Yeah, but
mean,
he said 20 players. He
I
said
know, no, I know,
out of
but it
20.
is like I said, it's hard. It's hard to make. Uh, I don't want to get into it, but
Get into
about
it.
our job. Okay, look, right there in the post office, they hired 10 people. They hired 10 people. How many end up staying? One person, 2 people. And it's not even like it's
You
not even
can't,
that hard.
you
But
Uh,
can't
but any,
compare that to base.
I know. But I'm just saying, like, it's hard to make it into the league.
nah,
Is what I'm saying.
It's not
It's
hard.
hard to make it into a league.
Not
It's
hard to
not
make
hard to
it
make it into a league.
into the post office. It's not hard.
No, okay. Well, I mean, it's not hard because
You
they hire a
talking
lot of
you
dummies in there.
you comparing.
But it's just what I'm saying. Because they can't handle the work or
no, you
whatever.
can't
But
compare it,
it's
but
just
it is hard to make it to the league though.
it's
It's
hard to
not
make
Oh
it
it,
into a league.
yeah, I
it's not
know. I
easy to
say
make it to
that.
the league. Not everybody makes it.
Yeah, I know. I
I,
know.
I and let me say this. I think baseball is one of the hardest sports because it's hard. Like you gotta bat and then the ball this small, bro, and you still gotta figure. That's not figuring out what pitch is gonna come through, where it's gonna land. You still gotta figure all that out. It's hard to make it into the league as a batter and as a pitcher too, because you gotta be a good pitcher to strike these people out, to not get hit, not to get hit homers.
Baseball's
I think it's one of the hard.
baseball's probably the hardest sport for sure. Like you gotta if you want to become a professional ball player, you gotta start playing like at 3 years old, 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Cause
that's what I'm
cause
saying.
cause, cause baseball. I'm telling you, it's like you see all these other stars from other leagues, right? They can't even throw a ball to home plate on the when they do their what is it the
Uh,
opening game pitch.
yeah.
You see a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
like that's how hard it is, bro. Like you see, they look so athletically gifted, but to throw a ball, bro, is hard in itself. It's hard enough already
Yeah,
to throw
but
a
the
ball.
reason I brought up those 20 players, 20 draft picks, is not even to show you that it's hard. But the point is whoever's doing the scouting. That's what I'm trying to get at.
That's what I was
This
trying.
team, it goes from the top though. The point is, you scouted these. Yes, it's hard to join the league.
Yeah,
It
that's
is hard. But out of these 20, you did not get one superstar. And not only that, I understand you need pitching, but you're gonna waste 20 picks on pitching. And it is a waste because like I said, out of the 20, only two made it and they're both currently in the IL.
yeah. That's what I was.
So you're gonna waste 20 draft picks on pitching and it doesn't look like it's working out because most of them are still in double A's, got a
Hey,
couple in single A, you got one dude that retired.
and I know you just mentioned superstar. Like it's not even like not one of these became a superstar. It's a bit about at least not one of them has succeeded in the majors. Like,
Mhm.
forget about superstar. Like, you guys didn't
Yeah,
get,
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what I
you know,
really mean.
yeah, like not one of them succeeded in like has
Just
succeeded
someone that's consistent. They didn't get
consistent
just
in the
someone that's
At least
majors.
making a difference on this
In the
team. You know, not a
exactly.
superstar, but making a difference on this team.
Yeah, yeah.
It should
That's
be
what
on the
that's
pitching in the starting rotation
that's all
at
I was trying
least.
to say too. Like, I know it's hard to
Not
make
even not
it.
even a number one or number two, but at
Yeah,
least a number
just
three,
yeah, a
number
rotation.
three, number four.
yeah.
So if I was an owner GM, I'm getting rid of a lot of players as I can. And
Are you
and
selling the
and and
team?
I forgot to even mention one guy that I'm lucky if I even get an offer for Mike Trout. It's as loyal as he's been. Um,
Yeah.
thinking
Well,
thinking as an owner, it's time to see if I could get anything for this guy.
well, that's what I was gonna ask you earlier before we transition to the this.
Obviously, as a fan, nah, he's been loyal to me. I gotta be loyal to him. But as an owner, thinking business wise, I'm letting him go.
Well, at this point now you got. I mean, he's been injured this
If
year.
you get any offers,
Well, I mean, he's been injured like this year too. I mean, that's the only problem.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if y'all get any offers, but I mean,
But when he's healthy, he's a great player, man. But yeah, that's the shit is he can't stay healthy at all. He
lately,
comes
yeah.
back, he's good for like 5 games, 6 games, and then he gets hurt, right?
No, then now it turns out that he's a slow healer.
God damn. Is it that or is it
No, he's a slow healer. Yeah, I
your
mean he's
doctors
injured
on there or
too, but
whatever?
now not only that, but I mean it could be too.
You
You
don't
got
think
another
that
guy. Also, I forget about all the damn time. I forget he's on this team. Again, I don't think you get any offers, but it doesn't hurt to try. Anthony Rendon.
ain't nobody want Rendon, bro? Nobody wants Rendon, bro.
And you guys paid him a shitload of money too, huh?
Hmm. I
Fuck,
mean
man.
that type of stuff. I get it. Is unexpected. He had one. I mean, but then again, I feel like he only had one breakout season. You pay the dude after he won the chip and stuff, and with the Nationals. But you got to look who he had. That team was stacked. It wasn't just on him. Yeah, he balled out that season, but he really flew under the radar the season before that. Wasn't a real big name. You know, I don't know why you run the risk with him. I don't know if he was how was his injury report before all this. I didn't really know him until he won the championship that one year.
That's
But
what
I mean,
you had Juan Soto in that team.
like I said in the video that I made the other day when I was leaving the stadium. Artie, it's time to sell this team because Artie, nothing's gonna change until Artie leaves. It's the same. It's been the same thing. As he's can't even find a decent coach. No hate on Ron Washington. He hasn't been great, but he's comparing him to what we had before. So like um, after Sosa and now, I mean, he's probably the best we had. As of right now, still for me, nobody compares to Mike Sosa. But
Hell,
but we have not had we
shit.
have not have we have not found a replacement for Mike Sosa at all.
I mean, but
And I mean,
at the end of the
if I
day,
was,
like,
again, think as an owner, I'm hiring. I'm hiring probably dudes that love to help. You got Jared Weaver, who was a great ace. I'm hiring him on my pitching. He's going to be my pitching coach. I got Torrey Hunter. He loves to be there with the guys. He's my batting coach right there. Torrey Hunter put up numbers with the team, and shit. As my coach, I think he still coaches in Nebraska. I'll call up Darren Erstad. He's the one that caught the fly ball in center field to win the World Series in 2002. I think he's coaching Nebraska. I don't know if he's still there, but I know he was coaching. I'm bringing those old guys back. Bring some reunite this team, man. That's what they need. Oh, you're on mute, Toño.
What if some of these coaches don't want to come up and coach the Yankees? I mean, Erstad, I know he's
I mean,
coaching.
all
He's
I'm
in
saying is,
Nebraska.
mm.
I know Erstad's coaching in Nebraska,
well,
so
Derek Weaver
so
made a comment saying that he's more than willing to come, and he said help. I don't know, coach, but I mean, if the price is right, I'm sure he's more than willing to coach. But he said, "You guys give me a call, and I'll be there." He's made that comment. He's always there. He's already. I mean, I know just throwing out the first pitch, but he's there sometimes throwing out the first pitch. Sometimes he's there catching the first pitch. He's there at many games, plenty of games. You know, he's from Long Beach, if I'm not mistaken. You know, so he's SoCal native. You know, I don't see why he wouldn't want to be a pitching coach. I mean, it's worth a try. That's all I'm saying. That's my dream. That's my imagination. If I was the owner of the Angels or GM.
To me, it's like, are the coaches really going to make that much of a difference on the team, on this team? Y'all got to go out and get some players. That's my thing. Y'all gotta get some pitchers, bro. Some fucking a bullpen. You know, if you don't like the batters, I mean, to me, it's mostly all about the players, dog. Straight up, coaching does only so much. You know, like
This team is going to be good. Like, I mean, see, this is the thing. I know I said trade all these guys away, get more prospects, just to start. I rather just want to fix up the farm system. You know, it's one of those rebuild. You got to rebuild. Yeah, obviously, in baseball, it takes forever. It's not. It's not. You know, baseball. You really got to fix up the whole farm system. That's why the single A, double A, and triple A. But I mean, we just don't have no farm system. This team, if we keep it intact, and I don't know, that's just the way Artie sees it. If we keep this team intact the way it is, like I said, a lot of these young stars that are already just thrown into the fire. Um, and then we got Christian Moore. Christian Moore, he's in AAA right now. He got drafted last year, and he's tearing it up. A lot of people thought he was going to win a starting position in the beginning of the season because he's putting up numbers right now in AAA. I will not be surprised if they get called up. I'll take these guys. Neto, Nolan Shanaway, I didn't even speak on him. Logan O'Happy, these guys just got drafted a couple years ago, like within the last 2-3 years, and they're already up here playing in the major leagues. That's. I mean, I would like to see the stat on how many of these guys for the Angels are really just pretty much just got drafted and are playing. I want to see versus all the other teams because lots of these players on this team pretty much just got drafted and thrown into the fire. So if you keep this team intact within the next 5 years, they'll develop, and you do got you have some superstars in the next couple of years compared to everybody else that did it the right way, single A, double A, triple A for many years, and they finally get called up.
I agree with that. I agree with that. In the next 5 years, you know, they might develop
Um,
into something, you know, into something good. But as a, you're the Angel fan, so I don't know. But I'm saying, are you willing to wait 5 years, or like, do you just wanna let's get somebody right fucking now? You know, that's my question. Because you were
as a
earlier.
fan,
Because you were talking about earlier, bro. Earlier, what were you saying?
uh,
You were saying, oh, like it's time. It's let's like we're in trade season. You said
uh,
it. So that's why I'm asking you. Like, so are you willing to wait
yeah,
5 years?
as a fan, obviously, I don't want to. I wouldn't want to rebound. I want to win now, but like it's cool using that as an excuse. You know, it's no excuse. It's just the truth. The AAA is our team right now. You know, so it feels good seeing these AAA guys playing in the major leagues. And I mean, yeah, obviously, I want to see my team in the World in not don't even speak on the World Series, at least in the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, Like that's as a fan speaking, you know. But as an owner, I think I come on, you need a fight to get your team in the playoffs in the World Series within the next 5 years. And like I said, I think as an owner, you gotta get rid of the team. But if you're just asking me, if you're asking Big Mo, just just leave it. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about losing. And every win we get is a plus because, like I said to start, there ain't nobody expecting anything out of the Angels.
Low
So
expectations.
any win we get is a yeah. There's no expectations. We're not
Only,
losing nothing.
only Mo
Nobody expects us to make a huh.
only you had big expectations.
Every year, I want my team to succeed.
I know.
But as a look, I mean, I can't speak on it because the Dodgers been good these past, I don't know what past
since COVID, or
5 to 10,
even before that. But I mean, they
5 years, five,
Even
7 years.
even before that, they were making
yeah, but
This,
yeah,
this
the
past
last
five,
10. Would
seven
you say
years,
the last 10? I
yeah,
think
last 10,
honestly,
the last 10 years. So I
making the
can't speak
playoffs at
on it.
least.
But as long as like how you guys, the Angels have a young team. They have good hitters, not consistent, but they got good hitters. As long as you see each year, a step up, that they're getting better. I mean, I guess as a fan, I mean that's better than nothing. That's better than them getting worse and worse and worse. That's how I would see it if my
look,
team was like that. But
this
I can't speak on it because the Dodgers have been good for the last 7, 10 years, whatever it
this
was.
this is how I see it. This is how I see it. If you feel like you guys have the players that will develop in 4, let's say just 3, let's just say 3 or 5 years, that they're gonna develop into future all stars or at least productive hitters or productive pitchers. I say do not blow up the team. I say write them out and let's see where this goes. Because you said it's a farm, like you pretty much your starters are AAA, right, or whatever you said.
Yeah.
I say fuck it. Let's
Uh-huh.
see. Let's write it out. You know
Yeah, you
what?
know what? Now that you made me really think about it, like I said, as an owner, I'm blowing this shit up. I'm getting rid of the whole staff and getting a brand new staff. But even then, you're rolling the dice. But as a fan, again, keeping it intact, like I said, because you can't trust the scouting guys, dog. Going back to what I said in 2021, when they drafted all these pitchers that didn't even work out, you blow this team up, you get prospect. Like, do you trust it? Like, as a fan, do you really trust the Angels organization, the scouting team, the headquarters to get good players in return? We did
But
get
you just
lucky with
said,
Ohapi though. We did trade away one player to get Logan Ohapi. So whoever did that trade, saw Ohapi, proud of you. But besides that, like as a fan, you can't really trust the upper management.
We're gonna have
but
to.
you just said, the get rid of all the management and bring a new one. That's what you said, right? So maybe they
If I
do
was
bring
an
in the
owner,
new.
yeah.
Yeah, if you
Uh
do
huh.
bring in
What?
all new management, I mean, maybe that changes. You know, I mean, the
Yeah.
management now. Okay, I get you saying that you can't trust them, but if you bring in all new management, new scouting department, maybe it changes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I said. Still, I mean, hopefully, but like I said, it's you're still rolling the dice. You're hoping that the guys you bring in really know what they're looking for and a player.
Yeah.
I mean, not to completely hate though. I mean, they found some good players. They found Mike Trout. They've obviously found Neto. They picked up Hoppy. They saw some guys. That came up from the farm system. Nolan Shanawell. Um, so it's not. They haven't been completely bust.
Yeah. Well, if you guys got anything else to say about the Angels, let's get into the series that's coming up this weekend, starting on Friday. Yankees versus Dodgers. Me personally, obviously, I'm a Dodger fan. I hope the Dodgers sweep the Yankees, but obviously, Yankees are a good team too. World Series rematch again from last year. What you guys' thoughts on that?
For me, it's gonna be a tough matchup. Obviously,
No sugar, Moses. Don't sugarcoat it.
I'm gonna be straight up. I'm just trying to
Yeah,
find.
straight up.
It's gonna be tough because the Yankees are gonna be all looking for blood. You know, they got embarrassed in the World Series, and they're gonna want their revenge. And I'm gonna give my prediction per game. First game, Friday night, you got Max Fried versus Tony Gosselin. Ma- Max Fried has been turning it up. He's one of the top pitchers right
This is
now.
an
7
ATL.
0, 1.29 ERA. That's a dub for the Yankees. So they're winning game one. Game two, Saturday, you got Warren versus Knack. I don't know too much about Warren. He has a higher ERA, 4.09. He's 3-2. But Knack, he's not any better. He's 2-2, 5.22 ERA. I I gotta I just gotta go with the Yankees again in this one. And then so Yankees winning the first two. But there's light at the end of the tunnel because game game three, Sunday at 4. You got the ESPN game. Um, you got Yard Brown versus Yamamoto. Same thing to say about Yamamoto. Exactly what I said about Fried. Probably one of the top pitchers out there in the league right now. 6-3, 1.97 ERA. Yamamoto has been very dominant, and he'll be able to shut down the Yankee lineup.
And
Um,
let's not forget he did
and
shut
they'll
the
win the last game.
let's not forget he did shut the Yankee lineup in the World Series too. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
gonna throw that out there.
Well, I want to
And
say
not
I
only
want to.
that, but hold on real quick. Yankees in the last 20 games, um, they've been hot. They've been last 20 games, they're 15-5. So the
Damn.
Yankees are going in hot.
Well, look, what I was gonna say is, I think if Gonsolin can step it up, if he could be, obviously he's coming back from a major injury, and every game, getting better. If I think if we can win that game one, I think we could win the series. Even if we lose that second game, I think we can win that third game. So I think it comes down to that first game.
I
I'm
agree.
hoping Gonsolin, the Catman, if we can. If we can win that game, I'm hoping he steps it up, especially against the Yankees. Who doesn't want to go hard against the Yankees? You know?
Damn, but that's tough. I mean, okay, yeah, he's gonna want to go hard against the Yankees, but the Yankees got a tough lineup. You got
No, I know.
I don't know. Well, you got
You
Bellinger
got
there
you got
too
Volpe.
now.
You got
You
Volpe.
got Bellinger. This is Bellinger's first time facing the Dodgers as a Yankee, so that's gonna be interesting. But not only that, I know you said Tony Gonsolin it has been improving, but like I mentioned, you got the guy on the other side, Free, that just been
Freed. Yeah,
he's been tearing up from the start.
that's the
That's
key.
just who he
Max
got to
Fried.
go up against, though. So you got
Well, what if
somebody that, like you said, that's still recovering from injury, progressing as he's been dealing with, as he's been starting.
Let
But
me
you got a guy that hasn't been hurt and has been turning it up.
let me ask you this though, Big Mo. Let me ask you this, Mo. Who
Ask me.
who do you think has a better lineup, man for man? The Dodgers or the Yankees? Man for man, 1 through 9, 1 through 8 or 9.
Uh,
Who has a better hitter?
I'd have to say,
Hitter?
I have to say, you guys, like, like the Dodgers. Cause like, man, you guys are stacked, and it was like facing you guys. It was like you didn't get a breathe to like the 7, 8, 9 guy, you know, like, and not even like, and you just don't know about those 7, 8 guys, you know, like
Yeah.
they will still hit. The Yankees, I mean, obviously they got Judge, they got Bellinger that could hit now too.
Volpe.
Uh, Opie was trash, bro. I mean, I know he scored a
uh,
couple runs against the Angels, but
right.
his he fucking his batting average is not that great. But anyways, we'll leave that there. But no, like not to get, I guess not to get too much in the players. Simple answer is for me, the Dodgers have a better lineup.
Okay.
But what I was gonna say
I
earlier, what I
I
was gonna
mean,
say
the only
earlier,
reason, like I said, the only reason I'm just going through the pitching. That's the only like that's the only
no,
reason I read off the who's pitching. I just it just right now, obviously, you guys' rotation is beat up, and like I mentioned before, that bullpen is overused already. That bullpen is overused already. So just pitching wise, that's the only reason
and
I got the Yankees
we got
winning
a
two
lot
out
of
of three.
we got a lot of injuries in the bullpen too. But
well, what I was gonna say earlier is yeah, Freeman's been turning it up, but that don't mean he might not have a bad game. You know, he could have a bad game. You know,
yeah, but I mean,
Freed, you're talking about Max Freed.
yeah,
yeah,
Max Fried.
Max Fried. But I mean, you know, as a Dodger fan, obviously, I'm hoping my Dodgers win. But I know it's gonna be a tough game. Obviously, Yankees, like you said, they want to have the revenge from the World Series last year. But I think it's gonna come up if we could win that first game. Like I said, I think we could win that series, which is what matters. Just win the series. You don't gotta win all three. Win that series
I
two
agree
to
with
one.
both of you guys. I agree with both of you guys. It is gonna come down to that first game for sure. If the Dodgers can win it, they're gonna win the series. I feel like Yamamoto, Knack, he's no good. We're gonna lose that game. But if you really ask me as a fan, like as a just as a spectator, not a fan, I think the Dodgers are gonna lose the first two. Like that's what I'm saying. I agree with Moses too. I feel like the Dodgers are gonna lose the first two and win the last one. But I don't like. To me, it is what it is. You know, fuck it. We'll lose two. We'll take one. Like I mean, at the end of the day, we're still up there. You know, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But
Yeah,
I
at the end
mean,
of the day, even if you guys drop the third one, good thing is it's like I said, it's only May. It's still a lot of baseball left.
yeah,
This is not gonna affect you guys. This ain't the playoffs. This ain't the World Series.
not gonna make us or break us.
You guys gonna still make the playoffs. Yeah, exactly.
But see the good things that's been helping us out too is the Padres been losing. San Francisco been losing too, and then you got the Diamondbacks been losing, and I think even Colorado been losing.
Colorado,
Well,
Colorado.
I
Rocky
mean,
Fuck
Dodgers.
oh
Colorado.
okay,
Yeah.
no, I mean Colorado. Sorry, but like the Diamondbacks, the Padres been losing. San Francisco been losing.
I mean, well, we're still,
They all lost today. They all lost today, so we're still in first place.
yeah, we're still in first in the division. So, but yeah, I think the way I see it, the Dodgers probably lose the first two. I'm hoping, like you said, though, Tonyo, if it will come down to that game one, the first game, because Gonsolin, he's not that bad, you know. He's just getting back into the groove, but yeah, I see the first two games going to the Yankees, and then Dodgers winning the last game. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a good series. Hopefully, you know. That's the World Series rematch.
Let, Mhm.
So we'll see.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now go. I'm done.
I want to ask you guys this. Hold on, let me look. I just want to look up the stats. Um, Give me a quick second. I want to look up. I know. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Look it up. I do feel like our offense has been kind of like been kind of quiet. I feel like we gotta that offense needs to pick it up a little bit more too. You know.
Mm, I don't know. I feel like they've been kind of all right lately. I mean,
Well, I mean, not obviously not as great as they should be, or as good as they could be.
well, how much more?
But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the only one that's been really great has been Otani. I feel like him and I mean Freeman doesn't really hit home runs though. I mean he gets good hits.
Freeman's one of the best hitters in the MLB.
Yeah, I know, but it
You
just
got the Oscar killing it. He's been hotter than Freeman. That's why they moved him up to the cleano spot. Then you got
but whenever they do hit, they don't got no one like they don't really have much on base. They get like
you got
that and that's what don't produce runs.
Will Smith been killing it. I mean, which one on average 10 runs per game? I never seen that
Well,
in
I
my.
mean, obviously that's what we need because we're still losing games. You know,
Yeah, but don't blame the
because of the
bat
pitching.
the pitchers. The batters been doing their part. I feel like the batters is uh, we don't have we have a lot of injuries in the pitching side. Not just only the starters, but the bullpen. I feel. I mean the. I mean, have you ever seen a team average 10 runs a game? I
I
don't
mean,
think so.
I feel like they leave a lot of men on base too.
I mean, who doesn't though? I mean, it's hard to hit.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You got it ready, Mo?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask because sticking on baseball, but going back to something I mentioned about the Orioles and Angels. Like I said, the Angels were projected last, but I feel like nobody speaks on the Orioles too much. Maybe just we don't hear it because we're out here in the West Coast. But
That's it.
the Orioles are predicted they're predicted to be above 500. If at least finish the season above 500, and the Orioles um what's the record right now? The Orioles are 19-37, so way below
Uh,
500,
They're way below projection.
way below and way below projections. So it's just like I just feel not to back up my team, the Angels. But I just feel like there should be a lot more talks on teams like that, like the Orioles, teams like the Red Sox are also below 500. Teams with higher expectations than the Angels, and teams that are and these teams are not succeeding. Do you guys think that's a fair argument for me to bring up the Orioles?
I'm gonna just
I
say
mean, they
this.
were just in the playoffs last season. Uh huh.
I'm gonna say this. Like it's just like you said though. It's because they're in the East Coast. Like I'm sure there is a lot of talks about it. We just don't care or don't hear. Like you know why? Because we're in the
Hmm.
West Coast.
Yeah.
I feel like the talks are out there. I'm pretty sure. Like if you go to ESPN, they're talking about it. I mean, I don't know. I don't. I haven't really gone to the ESPN or the ESPN app in a while, but I feel like yeah, I agree with you though. Like yeah, those teams are far like their expectations are way lower than the Angels. I agree with that from their own expectations though. Like the Orioles,
Hmm.
for example, should have been
Yeah. Yeah.
they should have been a playoff team compared to where the Angels are right now. But I feel like I mean I could be I don't know honestly because I don't watch a lot of these sports networks, but I feel like we don't hear it a lot over here because nobody cares about them. Nobody cares about the
Hmm.
Orioles, the fucking Boston Red Sox. Like over here, it's all about Dodgers. Like you said, this is bragging.
All
Angels.
the West Coast
Yeah,
teams.
yeah. West Coast team is like bragging rights over here. Like
But also,
we talk a lot. Look, none of us here are Padres fans, but we do talk about the Padres, right? A lot, Toño. Like,
yeah.
be like, okay,
o-
Padres are the Dodgers rivals right now, whatever. We talk about the Padres, the Giants, the Angels, obviously, because we're fans and you're a fan, and then the Dodgers. Like, I feel like we don't hear about those teams because they're out in the West Coast. They're not even. Oh well, they're in. My bad. They're in your conference, your whatever you call it, the American League. And
Mhm.
but for us, like the Dodgers fans, like you guys, those teams are in a whole different, conference. They're in the American
Yeah,
League.
but
'cause for
also,
me, just this is a team that just won 101 games. I forget if it was last season or 2 seasons ago. So it's just like, I mean, that should be a team that gets talked. I mean, you're probably right. Maybe it does get talked about, but we just don't hear it. But I feel like this is a team that should get talked about way more than the Angels.
I hear you.
well, I don't think they get checked about a lot because it's also a small market team. You know, obviously everyone wants to
Mm.
talk about the big market teams. Obviously the Dodgers because they're $1 billion team. You got the Angels because it's LA. You know,
No,
It's
I
because they
mean,
got Mike
so
Trout too.
Mike
I mean, I,
Trout.
I, I don't know if Boston is a small market team though.
No, they're not. They're not.
That's
But
so.
yeah, you're right because they're in the East Coast, not over here in the West Coast. But I don't know. That's what that I think that's why personally why they don't talk about the Orioles because it's a small market team too. That's all I wanted to say about that one. But like you say, if they're nine. What do you say? 19 wins. They're not even close to their projection. You know, I don't even think they're gonna
Yeah.
get close
and,
to it.
and not only that, but
No,
this
and then I mean, I guess that's why their coach was on the hot seat and he got fired.
Yeah.
and not only that, but you said that they're still projected to make or have a winning record, right?
Yeah, they're projected to have a winning record.
A winning record, bro. See, that's crazy to me. 19 and they're 19 and 30 something, whatever. Man,
Yeah.
that's I don't know. I
I don't
guess
see that either. I don't
yeah,
see that either.
I don't see it, but I
Yeah,
mean,
well, I mean, I guess that's why that frustration kicked in, and like I said, they got rid of the coach.
yeah, I mean they have the talent, right? The talent's there. I mean,
I
obviously,
mean, again, I mean, like I said though, it's just that's what I was. You hope for with the Angels. They got the talent, but that's probably I don't know how their farm system is. I don't know if their team is a AAA team too, but they got a lot of young guys that are really good. Jackson Holiday. Um, I mean, obviously not good this season, but at least we'll put up numbers last season. They got Gunnar Henderson, Rutschman. They got a lot of young talent
yeah,
that just not producing this season. I mean, also, but I don't know how their pitching rotation is as well.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well.
I don't recall if they were up there with the when I mentioned the most runs given up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, moving on. I mean, we talked a lot about baseball already. We should almost be
Mhm.
done, but just real quick before we end this, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark MVP race. Angel Reese just got the 500 points, 500 rebounds. A lot of people saying that a lot of those 500 rebounds are her own rebounds, which they call them the me bounds, the me bounds. I do agree with that.
Uh-huh.
I do know. She does miss a lot of layups, and she gets her own rebound. But any record you break is always impressive, right? Uh, uh, fucking uh, record she broke. My bad, I couldn't think of it. She broke a record, which is always impressive to break a record, right? But
Hmm.
like, do you guys think that's gonna get her into the MVP race? I mean, she's not averaging a lot of points, I believe, and she's supposed to be a superstar. But Caitlin Clark being out 2 weeks, does that affect her? And injuries can move up, or I know
man.
we don't really keep up with WNBA, but what do you guys think about that?
You're talking about a career record. That's not a single season record. So she
Oh,
accumulated.
oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bad.
she accumulated all of that throughout her 2 years, which is still pretty impressive. Don't get me wrong, it is. But if you're talking about like MVP for this year, that has nothing to do with the MVP this year. Like like it just tells me like okay. I mean, like I said, no disrespect to her. Like all credit to her. Like she did break that record. It's still pretty impressive. But what Caitlin Clark was doing, come on, bro. Like it's unfortunate though that Caitlin Clark got hurt because she would have probably ran away with the MVP. I don't know. Maybe I mean it's still early in the season though. We're I mean we're comparing MVP. We're trying to debate MVPs in what the first 5 games of the season, which is wild to me. Like uh, I don't know. I
Hmm.
mean, Caitlin Clark's gonna be out for 2 weeks, like my brother said, so minimum. So like you can't debate MVP right now. Like it's too early in the seasons for me. But if I did, I mean I got Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I agree with you. It's still it's impressive stat. Like your brother says, still impressive history. She made history, but that has nothing to do with what she's doing. And those stats, yeah, like Tonyo said, is the me bounce. So if you're really like looking at her, the way she plays, she doesn't really contribute to her team. Like you see a lot of these highlights, and it's sad, honestly. It's sad. I don't want to say use the word embarrassing, but it is sad seeing her fucking jump up, miss it, catch the rebound, bounce the dribble, shoot up, miss it, catch the rebound again, and like it's just it's funny to watch. As
Yeah,
somebody that really doesn't care like me, it's funny to watch. It very it is, and it's just like damn, like it makes you think like she's in the league, like. How, and she's putting in. How's everybody else? Like I don't like you said, Tonyo. We don't really watch WNBA too much, but it just makes me wonder, like, if she's in the league missing all those shots, how the rest of the girls, to be honest. But no, I mean, Caitlin Clark was putting up numbers before she got hurt. It sucks. It is a little concerning to see her start with these injuries in her second season already. This early in the season, so it is a little concerning. Hopefully those injuries don't keep on creeping up on her, because she is a great talent to watch. But I think Junior is right on this one, that maybe still a little too early to talk about the MVP race. And because I know it's just not them two, like pretty sure I got to do my homework more, but I'm pretty sure there's other girls that are putting up numbers as well, besides Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. But if you had to go between these two girls, Angel Reese or Caitlin, I'll take Caitlin. But I guess too because of her position too. Like I think Caitlin, obviously the position she plays contributes a lot more to her team than Angel Reese would.
Yeah,
well,
many.
uh, yeah, I do agree with you guys. It is too early. Obviously, 5 games or whatever it was, whatever it is, 5 games into a season. Yes, but I still think Caitlin Clark is still going to win the MVP if she could come back and stay healthy and play the way she was playing. Yeah, Angel Reese. I mean, she's a big name. Everyone always hypes. I feel like they hype her up more than they should. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying she a sorry player, but like you said, Mo, like all these shots she misses right there under the rim, like I don't know, that's crazy. Like how can you like how can you miss that many right there? Like and some of them I've seen some highlights too. It seems like
Yeah.
she just kind of just flicks it up, like kind of just throws it up, see if it goes in or not. But
See if she gets lucky.
yeah, if she gets lucky. But then again, I don't know why. a lot of the players like her, like Angel Reese, what's her name that she played the other day against Brittany Grimes, like they all hate on Caitlin Clark. Like I don't know why they hate her so bad, you know? Like
Brittany Griner.
yeah, Brittany Griner. Like she was talking shit
I think it just has to do like, I mean, it's just hate. It's just being hated. Like they're haters. They hate us. They want the spotlight. I mean,
It's
you
a
seen it
it's
when Reese joined the league, and she tried to say that it's just not. It's just not. That the only reason that the numbers are not that are up for the WNBA is not just because of one player, it's because of two. She tried to include herself in there, but I've seen a stat where you see the attendance record for the Sky. It raised a little bit when Reese was there, but they sold out when Caitlyn showed up. You know, so I mean that should show you something that majority of the viewers are because of Caitlyn Clark. You know, and I mean,
I agree with that.
Caitlin Clark is just a
I agree with
whole
that.
different breed.
Yeah, I think like y'all really trying to hate on the female that's bringing the WNBA back. You know, like she's bringing the WNBA single handedly, bro. You know, like she's getting all these fan bases. Like she's selling out tickets. She got all the viewerships up. You know, when would you have imagined us talking about the WNBA before Caitlin Clark? I don't think ever, bro. Ever, right?
Nah,
So
I don't think so. But I
Exactly.
do. But I do remember from back then. Well, the only other player that I remember is Lisa Leslie. That's pretty much it. Other than that, then it's Lisa Leslie. It's Caitlin Clark,
And it
and
wasn't the,
then
it wasn't the same though. Like it
yeah,
was
no, obviously, no, hell no, it wasn't the same. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like other than that, I don't really knew the players. I mean, you still got Ionescu, but like now that Caitlin Clark came into the league, you don't really hear about Ionescu no more.
no. She ain't got it like that. That's why.
Yeah, and then you got the one that came to the LA Sparks, the one that was dating Darren Waller.
Oh
Like,
yeah, she's been balling out too.
yeah, she's been balling now, but like you don't hear about any of these, like how you hear about Caitlin Clark. Like Caitlin Clark's name is out there. Everyone's talking about her.
Well, she got her own shoe line, or she bought
Yeah,
to, or she is different, bro. Like she brought the WNBA. She's getting all these WNBA players more viewership,
money.
sponsors, everything. Yeah, money. There you go, money. So I mean,
Well, I mean that's what they mainly wanted, right? The WNBA, they wanted. That's what they want, the more money, right? And so if Caitlin
well,
Clark is bringing the more money, why are they hating on her?
that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. But I
Yeah.
mean, I don't want to say it like, but I'm not gonna say it. I don't know. It is what it is, bro. But to me, I mean, it's too early to call no of MVP right now, bro. Straight up, like let come back to me in a month or two, and then we'll talk
Yeah.
MVP.
We'll revisit this in about a month or two.
Yeah.
But last topic before we sign out, just real quick. It's just a quick question. America versus Toluca. What you guys think? Did you guys like that, or I mean, I know what Moses gonna say. I know he didn't like that because he's an America fan. But Chinto, what you think about that? Did you watch it? Did you not watch it? I didn't watch it. I watched part of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
I watched a
But
little bit of it, but I mean, I feel like it was well deserved for Toluca. Well deserved. Number one team in the league, right? In the
yep.
regular season, and it's
mhm.
only fair. It's only fair for them to have to win it at home. I mean, there's always gonna be controversy. I'm gonna throw that out there. There's
Yeah.
always gonna be controversy, whether it be for America, Toluca, any other team. There's always controversy, but at the end of the day, I feel like they won it. They went out and got the game because the first game the first leg was kind of disappointing in my eyes. I don't know how you guys see it. The first leg was kind of boring, 0-0. Not a lot of attacking, not a lot of scoring chances. Second game, Toluca, I feel like they came out and took the W, and I felt it was only right. I mean, they had the better record. They had the best team throughout the whole year. Obviously, America's a solid ass team. Don't get me wrong, they are. They've been one like they've been at the cima. They've been at the top
A
for
good amount of years
yeah,
for a
yeah, exactly,
man.
for a good amount of
Probably
years.
like yeah, I could probably even say like the past 10 years.
Yeah, you can say that. And look, I'm not even hating. Like, I'm a Chivas fan. For you guys that don't know, I'm a Chivas fan, and I'm not even hating on America, bro. But like, it was a good ass final, bro. Like Toluca was a better team. I mean, they were the better team. Well deserved to Toluca, for sure, for sure. Well deserved. You know, I'm gonna just end it with this on this note. I'm gonna just end it like as me as a Chivas fan. Look, I wasn't even like even for that game. I wasn't even hating on America. I picked America. I'll be straight up. I picked America to win the championship. I did, but it didn't happen. And now I saw the game. Toluca, well deserved. Toluca. My credits to you guys. Like I just want to throw this out there real quick. Like all these America fans, like instead of giving credit to Toluca, they're over here talking smack about Chivas. Like, what does Chivas have to do with this, bro? Just give your credit to over there. Talk about Toluca.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
forget.
bro.
Like, I don't like
Chivas
it.
ain't even really relevant. Well,
Yeah,
Chivas ain't relevant right now.
at all, at all. Like, look, it was a fair game. Like Toluca took it. That's it. Toluca had the
Yeah.
better squad. Give your credit to Toluca instead of talking about Chivas. Like, forget Chivas, bro. Just talk about the final. That's it. That's my last thoughts.
And
That's my last.
also Chivas ain't even looking like they're
I
gonna be
feel
good
like
in the next 10 years. In the next 5, 10 years, bro.
Yeah,
They looking like they're just gonna go and drop even more.
yeah.
Go ahead, Mo.
I agree with that though. Like, well, I started thinking about it right now when you spoke about it not being good for the last 10 years. Not going to be good for the next couple of years. And the thing is, like, yeah, like if you're America fan and you know your team is way above Chivas, like you shouldn't even be worried about these fools, whatever the fuck they have to say. Because I mean, that's where I feel now. But I was gonna say, because when I was at the Angel game on Monday, um, the person in front of me, I don't know, where they started talking about soccer, and the dude starts capping like, "Oh yeah, fucking your America lost, blah blah blah. Look, I beat you guys." And the fool in front of him turned back, was like, "Oh hell yeah, yeah, y'all fucking lost, like hell yeah." And then he looked at the homeboy that was clowning. He was like, "You're Chivista?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm a Chivista." They were like, "Hell yeah!" So they were. So I guess that's why I understand America fans talking shit to Chivas fans because like some, I'm not saying you guys did. You guys were cool. You guys didn't say nothing. You like Chinto. You had America winning, and that's all good. And you're not even hating, like you say. You're not even hating. But there is some haters out there that were glad to see America lose. So I think that's why some America fans came out to respond. But even though they should just not even worry about them.
Can I say something real quick about that?
What's up?
Yeah, but it wasn't only Chivas fans, fool, that were fucking. Everybody was talking smack. So why only
Yeah,
address
yeah.
Chivas fans? Why only make it about Chivas? Fool, you're talking more about Chivas in the actual final, bro. Like all these other fool, I guarantee
Mm,
you, Cruz Azul fans, Leon, whatever, they were
yeah.
talking about, they were hating on them. Fool, I'll tell you personally, like I told, well, you guys know, I told you, I had America winning, but dog, like all I've been hearing is Chivas this, Chivas that. Like, Chivas wasn't even in the final, bro. Like chill, bro.
Yeah.
Like I get it. America's at the top. Like and I had America, bro. But like give at least talk about Toluca. Give Toluca their credit. You feel me? They Toluca had the better team. Honestly, I mean they came out and
The
took the.
better team won. That's just the way I see it. To answer your brother's question, the better team won. They went out and played. They balled out. America didn't. And that's as simple as that. Better team won. And you just gotta give at the end of the day, give Toluca their props and straight up fuck what the other teams are saying. Move on.
See, but that's a lot of other teams are not. It's not only Chivas fans, fool. You got everybody from everybody
Uh,
talking smack, fool. But all I hear is Chivas.
but I guess it goes back to like being a big market, though. The Chivas in America, where we're at, is a big market team, and that's what you hear the most. Yeah, I believe you. Though. I'm sure Americanistas are. I mean, like the Cruz Azul fans are talking, and a lot of other teams. But yeah,
Fucking Timoteo. Our injuries is building a house with all them bricks. I agree. But
I,
I'm guessing this is because of Kalen Clark.
that
Or
that's what I wanted to say, but I didn't know if I could say
oh, okay, yeah, they hate on her because of that too.
it. Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
all I wanted to say.
I'm glad Timoteo said it, but that is they probably see it as that white privilege, but I mean that white girl's balling though,
I
it
mean,
is.
So just
it ain't no white
it
privilege,
is
bro.
what the same reason everybody hated on Eminem.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I do
It,
agree with that.
it, it,
Yep.
it, it, it's not white. It's not white privilege, bro. Because what does what does color have to do with basketball? I mean, obviously, all the greater. I mean, I'm not a racist or anything. I'm just saying like all the great athletes in the men's basketball are black, right? So this female is dominating the women's basketball, and she's white. I wanted to say that earlier, but I didn't want to bring it. I don't know how you fools felt about it, but that's what I
No,
wanted to say.
I'm not racist. I'm not racist either. But I mean that what I'm gonna say is that might have a play in it.
That was
But
a huge topic too in the earlier with the when they faced each other with Angel. Remember when she got hacked hard by Angel Reese,
yeah,
and they were talking about like black versus. I mean, I don't like I said, I'm not racist, but I'm just saying like that has nothing to do with it. Like, Caitlin Clark is just a far superior player. Like
yeah.
she's the baller. She brought the WNBA back. That's just my opinion. I guess I don't know. A lot of people feel different, and I guess you know.
Yeah. Well, to go back to America Toluca, uh, I didn't really care who won, but the only reason I wanted Toluca to win was for Alexis Vega. I think he's a great player. He deserved it, and with Chivas, he just had, I don't
He was
know,
a
bad
parrandero.
experience. Yeah, whether,
Like everybody in Chivas, they just go out and
yeah,
they fuck up their shit. They just go party
yeah.
like cause Guadalajara's a party town kind of. You could say it's a city life. You
But
know.
it's cause I mean the team tries to be too strict, like, but which I get because they're soccer players. Pero uh, that's the only reason I wanted him to win because I feel like he's been a great player. With Chivas, he was probably one of the best players in his time that he was there, and I don't think he ever won anything with Chivas.
And no, nothing at all.
And so, like now that Toluca gave him a chance after Chivas kicked him out, and it probably wasn't just even him that went out partying, but since he was a big name, that's why they had an issue with it.
Bro, it was
Pero I
nobody there.
mean, Chivas been bad even before he was there. So Chivas been bad for a while already. Like the top fools, the management, all that stuff. They just I get they selling the players expensive, but whenever they get a good player, they sell them all right away. So Chivas ain't gonna do nothing anytime soon like that. But
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I wanted to look at to win just for Alexis Vega because he was a great player with Chivas. whether he had his issues off the field or not, he was always a great player, you know.
And America got a lot of extranjeros.
Yeah, Chivas saw Mexicans, which I mean, that's their decision. That's a Chivas decision, and I agree with it. You know, because
I do.
that's what the selección don't really got. It's hard to find Mexican players because they're
'Cause
all
the-
extranjeros now in Mexico,
yeah,
and the ones that go to Europe they don't play no more, so you don't really see them. You don't see their talent no more, so it's hard to find players.
they're just getting wasted away in the bench out there in Europe.
Yes, yeah.
But
Here in Mexico, they rather give the chance to the extranjeros than the Mexicans. You know, coming from the bottom.
the thing about Mexico too is like you got a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent, but like all the young talented players, like you gotta pay to play, and
Yeah,
they don't got the money. You know,
yeah, yep.
they don't
I
got the
do.
money. Like dog, if it was just like based off of talent, bro, forget the money, no money involved. Mexico, they probably would have been up there. But you gotta pay to play, you know.
Yep.
It's
Well,
just
well, that's what ended on this. That's why I heard Chicharito played because his parents had money
yeah.
and they
So
they paid for him to play.
so did the dude that used to play with Chivas too, the forward. Yeah,
¿Cuál?
he was just there like last season, but he didn't really play.
Oh, el Pulido.
No, like 2 seasons ago, but he didn't really play. He got hurt. Macias.
Oh,
Macias.
Macias.
Yeah.
Yeah, Macias.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's how Mexico is, man. And I hate
It's
to
just
say
corrupt.
it, but yeah. Well, you guys got anything else? If you guys don't got nothing else to add, any NFL or anything, we'll end it
No,
on that.
there was no breaking news.
Yeah, nothing big news yet. But we are getting closer to NFL season, so man, you best believe we're gonna have some exciting episodes when the NFL gets here, man. We're gonna be going back and forth, bickering, you know. It's gonna be exciting, man. So make sure you guys subscribe, like, hit the bell notification. That way you guys are notified whenever we go live, whenever we post videos. So be ready for that. Anything else, guys?
Nah, we good.
Have a good
Make
week.
sure to follow us on TikTok. Make sure to follow us on TikTok too and Instagram. We got TikTok and Instagram as well, and TikTok been going
TikTok
off,
same
man. You
same
know,
handle as a TikTok, same handle as Instagram, right?
and
Yeah,
YouTube. That's
everything's
all
a
the same.
Sportsman podcast.
Everything's the same.
The Sportsman podcast.
The
Yeah.
Sportsman Podcast.
So make sure you guys follow us on all those. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next episode. Late.
Appreciate you guys.